Hey everyone, welcome back to Shantae's House of Hair and other stuff. Today I want to bring to you 5 tips on regrowing your hair. And these are my 5 personal tips. These are not professional tips. These are not, doctor advised things. So don't come for me. These are just my personal beliefs on how I think is the best route to take. On what I think is the best route to take in regrowing your hair after a big chop. Now, just a sidebar, if you hear any noise in the background or if you hear any, my daughter's hair, she had a tough time going to sleep tonight, so she's gonna be chilling with mama while mama records. So tip number 1, I would say, is moisturize your hair. Now, just because you big chopped and you have short hair now doesn't mean that you have to stop doing everything that you were doing before when your hair was long. Lay down. Sit down. You still have to moisturize your hair. So some things that I like to do to moisturize is I use a mix of oils. And after I shampoo my hair, and if you ask what shampoo I use, I literally use anything that's in the shower right now. And what's in the shower right now? What's in the shower right now is Baby Dove. Tip number 2 is cover it up. Now, as you can see, I'm covering up my hair right now with a protective style, and this protective style is a wig. And I've made this wig with crochet hair. I have a video coming up on making a wig with crochet hair. I'll leave a link below for the hair that I used. And I wear this wig when I'm going outside, not necessarily to cover up my hair because I really don't care that it's cut. I go outside with like a cap on sometimes because the wind is really cold when it hits the back of your head. Like I never knew that. Like I feel bad for guys who cut their hair. Like it's cold. Like when that wind goes splash, you feel it. But anyway, I use a wig. And if you have a hair that's a little longer than mine, you can grasp it to braid. Protective styling is so
great. You can do braids, you can do wigs, you can do weaves, you can do crochet braids, whatever. Just make sure that your hair is covered up.
And you want to make sure that you're not bothering it. After you moisturize that sucker, cover it up, sis. Leave her alone and just let her chill. Less is more when it comes to regrowth. You don't want to keep combing your hair, keep brushing your hair, keep messing with it, because the constant agitation to your hair will cause breakage, will cause damage, and that means less hair growth, or you're going to be seeing less of that growth. So tip number 2 is cover it up. Now tip number 3 for regrowing that short, big chopped hair is don't overwash it. Now, I know I talked about in my last video that having this short boy cut, makes you feel really free.
That, I can take a shower and not worry about my hair getting wet, and that's amazing as a black woman.
Especially from years of having long hair that you can't get wet in the shower, you gotta keep it up. And if you can't find a bag, if you can't find a shower cap to go over, you gotta take a plastic bag and tie a plastic bag. I don't gotta do none of that no more. I just go in the shower, don't gotta worry about nothing getting wet. I get it, it's great, but you kind of want to try to not wet your hair too much in the shower. I know it can feel really good, the water just hitting your scalp and feeling all fresh and so clean, but come on. Too much water to your hair is actually kind of drying. All that water is taking away, it's stripping all the sebum that has like leaked. Ew, leaked sounds so nasty. The sebum that comes down from your scalp into your hair follicles to moisturize your hair. That's your natural moisturizer. You're taking and you're washing all that sebum away. So like now your hair's gonna be dry and it's gonna be brittle, and we don't want that. That's a no-no.
That's a no-no.
Okay, so you want to keep your sebum in your hair and you want to not overwash it. Now, I personally wash my hair once a week. I use the Dove shampoo that I said is in the shower. It's baby shampoo. My daughter can't use it. She has eczema, breaks her out. Long story. But I use it. It doesn't do me anything. And I actually like the smell of it. So I use the Baby Dove and I do that and I condition right after. And I leave the conditioner in for about 5, 6, maybe 10 minutes while I'm like showering and like soaping up and stuff. I leave it in, and then when I'm done, I rinse it out with cold water. It's very important, cold water. Tip number 3 was don't overwash your hair. Keep that sebum, girl. Tip number 4 is drink plenty of water. Water is not only hydrating to your organs and to your skin, but it's also hydrating to your nails and your hair. Did you know your hair, skin, and nails is the same cell? It's all epithelial cells, and they need that water from your dermis. They need that moisture from the water. So you gotta drink your water. Trust me, drinking lots of water, you'll definitely see an improvement in retaining moisture in your hair. And plus, you'll feel better. You also want to cover up your hair at night. Now, right now, I'm using a do-rag because my husband thinks it's funny. He's like, "Oh, you're like one of the boys now. You know, you gotta cover up your hair with a do-rag. Make sure them waves are set. But he's just being silly. You can use a do-rag, you can use a silk scarf, and I even sometimes use this. It's my daughter's hair bonnet. She doesn't like it too much because she is 8 months, and kind of slips off a big dome sometimes, and it covers her eyes, and she's like, ah. So sometimes I use it, and I really like this because even though it's for kids, now that my hair is short, it can fit my head pretty okay. And it's very stretchy. You see that? Very stretchy. And this is it with, this is it tied. I could open it again and show you how stretchy it is. See? It stretches a lot, okay? I can definitely get my head in this, and when my daughter has to use it, it can pull back in to fit a toddler's head. So I really like it. Is be patient. Allow your body and your hair to just have that time to grow. It didn't grow shoulder length or bra strap length or whatever length it was overnight. It took time. So it's gonna take time to get from right here to right here, okay? So don't expect it to happen overnight, over a month, or even in a year. It's gonna take some time. So allow yourself that time. Be patient with yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're not seeing growth. And a really good tip I have is take pictures. Sometimes you feel like you're not seeing the growth in your hair, or even if you're like on a weight loss journey and you're trying to lose weight, sometimes you feel like nothing's happening. But guess what? You take those pictures from the beginning, and one day, like in the middle, a few months down, you took another picture, you can see the difference. You know, you don't notice difference day by day, but month by month, 2 month by 2 month, week by week even, you can see difference. So take pictures, okay? And enjoy the process. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel today and just dealing with the craziness, you know. Thank you again. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.